because that you can more effectively put your lead where you want it.
Well, my background, you know what that is. I'm better with a bolt action deer rifle. You give me a scope and a deer rifle, and give me a hill, I'm good to go. Somebody out here is going to get some kind of an automatic weapon. The only thing they're going to find out is they're going to run out of ammunition real soon. I mean, what's the point? So everybody's got their own ideas on this stuff. But the bottom line is, I never saw such a resurgence of people buying weapons and ammunition as when Obama got supposedly elected. Now, he wasn't even in office yet, but just the rumors of him going to office or the election results, he caused a stampede, and we saw it. I don't know where you can find 380 ammo today. I mean, this stuff just dries up.
But isn't that a strong message to the New World Order that this country isn't going down without a fight?
Yeah, I think so, and I think it shocked them. I don't, and you haven't seen any mention of any gun control laws, even from Schumer and Boxer and Feinstein.
No, they've got them introduced, though, but they won't talk about them.
They won't talk about it. They don't want to say anything because they know it would cause a massive blowback. Now, remember what happened during the assault weapons ban? The Democrats lost Congress. Well, now this medical care deal that they've got going through right now could cause the same thing. I expect it will. I expect that these people are committing political.
But I don't think they're going to let a group of patriots come in next year. I think they're going to stage terror attacks before then.
Well, it could very well happen. They may not even worry about the next election.
All right, we're going to take a few final calls on the other side quickly. I've kind of hogged the time with Colonel Roberts. Always great having him on, covering 1,000 different issues. We're going to take some of your calls in the final segment. Quick answers from Craig Roberts, riflewarrior.com. Our site's INFOWARS.com. Big show tomorrow, by the way. Ron in Canada, you're on the air with Colonel Craig Roberts. Go ahead.
Alex, how are you?
Good, buddy. What's on your mind?
Well, ClimateGate. Don't worry about it. They've already started spinning it. I was just looking at a BBC story. What people in America and Canada both have to understand is that the coups have already taken place. Especially in America, you have a republic, we don't. Okay? And if I'm not mistaken, your Constitution tells the American people straight out that when tyranny comes, that you have to go and change things. Now, I've talked to some other people on radio stations down in the United States. I think Craig is from Oklahoma. I was listening to a senator from Oklahoma, and he said it very simply. There's very few of them, and a lot of us, all we have to do is stand up, and they're forced to stand down. Now, the coup has taken place from the top all the way down to your local municipal governments. Go get those first. Get your people. Get a hold of those local governments. The other option is to take 500,000 people, or however many people you think is necessary, and I don't know why the American people haven't done it yet. Most of this stuff is just noise that's going on. It is your duty to go back and take back your government.
All right, listen, I appreciate your call, and this is a good final point to make here before we maybe jam in one or two more, and I apologize to the callers. If we tried to march on Washington, they would detonate truck bombs or something and say we did it. Okay, this is a very sophisticated game we're up against here. Sure, the Declaration of Independence says we could all lock and load this government's criminal and start cleaning them out. But then innocent people would get killed. The media would hype that up. This is a 21st century battle. We have got to continue to educate people. It's all not just a bunch of noise. You're right. There's been a coup. We now have the secret UN documents, how they covertly took over your local towns and cities, and it's UN curriculum brainwashing your kids right now. This article, Bombshell UN Documents Outline Plan to use ClimateGate crooks in run around national sovereignty. I mean, we have the proof. But Craig Roberts' final comments on what he just said.
Well, he's right. You have to organize at the lowest level, and you have to get control, but you have to educate your own local politicians that they're the bosses, not those guys in Washington. Washington is the little government. We're the big government.
What would happen if we had a 500,000-person march on Washington?
About the same thing as the Tea Party. The media wouldn't report it, so therefore it didn't happen.
No, I think he was talking about a physical takeover.
Well, yeah, if you had 500,000 people with guns and leaders and stuff like that head for Washington, you'd find a ghost town by the time you got there, and all the politicians would be, and bureaucrats would be someplace else. people think about that kind of stuff, but that's just not going to happen. You got a lot of people out here saying, "Boy, I'd sure like to have something happen, but we need leadership. We need somebody to do it. We need, yada yada yada." The problem with that is it just isn't going to happen the way that our society's built up today.
Look, the first person who really was real, if it's some provocateur, they let him call for it. But let's say, I'm the real deal, you're the real deal. If we started saying, let's have an armed march next month on Washington, they'd arrest our butts so fast the SWAT teams would say we tried to do something and kill us deader than a hammer.
Well, I'm sure there's something in the Patriot Act or something that prohibits even talking like that. Anytime anybody, we've lost the First Amendment. We've lost a lot of the Second Amendment. The 10th Amendment's being ignored. The Fifth Amendment is kind of pushed off to one side. And we've got politicians in Washington right now who have never read the whole Constitution.
And D.C. is like a auction block. The globalists are corporate. We got places like Cheyenne Mountain and places in Colorado Springs that really run the country. That's just a bunch of political whores in Washington. We have to take the minds and hearts back. RifleWarrior.com, Colonel Craig Roberts, thank you so much for spending time with us. We're going to talk to you again first of the year.
We'll do it, Alex.
Thank you so much.